Hi, my name's Frank Furness, and you're most probably watching this now and thinking as I was as a youngster. You know, I grew up in a very, very poor community. I come from South Africa. I grew up in a little mining village where we didn't have much money. In fact, all of our clothes were bought at the second-hand shop, and sleeves were always a little bit short, but it didn't matter. I had clothes. We used to go on holidays where we slept in the car because my family didn't have money, but we had a close, loving family, and I learnt a lot from that. One of the things that I also learnt was at school, you don't have to be a sheep. You don't have to be a follower. Stand out. Be different. Now, I was pretty average. I always wanted to be the best at sport, but I wasn't good enough. I'd be the first person at every practice. I'd be the last person to leave, but I was always in the second team. I wasn't the brightest person either. I mean, I looked like a nerd, but I didn't have the brains, so I couldn't even hang out with those guys. So I always thought of myself as average, or in fact below average. In fact, I started to play in a band when I was at school, and most of my teachers told me I'd end up in the gutter, that all musicians were bad. And I mean, they put such bad conditioning into me that I thought I could never do anything. I left school feeling pretty average as well, and I played in a group there, and here's one great thing. I had some great advice from my parents. They said to me, you know what, it doesn't matter what you do in life, be the best at that. It doesn't matter if you're going to sweep the streets, be the best street sweeper. We'd never had any professionals in our family. They wanted me to become an accountant. I didn't want to. I wanted to become a musician. My mom and dad said, it doesn't matter what you do, become the best musician. Practice all the time. Always remember to be a leader rather than a follower. When I got out into the adult life, the one thing that I found out was it was up to me, not up to anyone else. Forget about all of the conditioning, forget about everything. You can make the decision to change. You know, you can do anything you want to, you can be anything you want to. When I started working, in fact, I failed every interview for one organization, and I begged them to take me on board. Everybody was laughing because I had long hair down to my shoulders, I looked like a failure, I had one suit. But somebody came and sold me a course on goal setting. And this taught me that you can have anything in life, you can be anything. And I wrote down those things, and one of the first things you've got to do is actually believe that you can do it. It all starts up here. You know, this is the most powerful tool that you'll ever have. If you've got any goals, write them down. And it doesn't matter what they are. Other people will laugh at you and they'll say, you're never going to do that, you're never going to be you're always going to be the worst. Don't listen to those people. Hang around with positive people that are going to encourage you to be the best that you can be. Write down those goals, and then you've got to put in an action plan. When do you want to achieve those? What have you got to do to get there? You know, it's amazing. When I started doing that, all of a sudden, I started to achieve my goals. The first thing is belief. You've got to believe you can do it. Second thing is you've got to write down those goals. Once you put pen to paper, it goes into this beautiful subconscious up here. And the next thing is it's up to you. Nobody's going to do it for you. You've got to put in all of the effort. You've got to be the first one there. Put in the extra hours. You will stand out. You will be different. You're an incredible person. You can be anything you want to be. In fact, I've got some great little free resources for you. If you go to www.frankfurnessresources.com and go into the free ebooks, there's some wonderful books there on helping you to achieve any of your goals. And they're free. As a Man Thinketh, The Richest Man in Babylon. These are all books on self-development. Read them and then become the best that you can be.